Okay, hello everybody, my name is UndeadOrAlive, and this is a 4 versus 4 random game. You can go ahead and load up the replay, and then when it reaches 20 seconds on the elapsed time, press pause. I will tell you when to restart the game. I am Orc, and I am in the northwest corner of the map. I have looks like two Night Elf allies and one other Orc. And, okay, get ready to restart the game, and at my mark, and now. Okay, I start off with a barracks, and it's because I like to get an initial force out, regardless if I'm teching or for rushing. I'd like to get at least some grunts out to help defend against a rush, if there is one. In this case, there will be a rush, not from our side, but from the enemy. But we don't know that yet. And it's interesting also to note that yellow is, at the bottom, is quick teching to torrents, which will be a factor in shortly. But as you can see, I go 2 Orc burrows in my town, and that's just to support me quickly getting out grunts as quick as possible to go creeping. And normally I start out with, I'll put all 4 peons on gold, and then I'll create 5 peons to build the buildings and also collect wood after that. But in this case, I think I mistakenly didn't build the 5th peon. But it's not really that big of a mistake. As you see, I'm creating my first grunt. The matchups, 4 versus 4 is it's the most fun in terms of the battles are most intense, very chaotic battles, and it's a really challenge to find order and all that chaos. And I think the key to 4-on-4 is just sticking together with your teammates. Okay, I just started my Altar of Storms and a War Mill. I'm a little bit late right now getting things out, and I think probably the War Mill isn't really necessary. It's a waste of gold right now. But actually, it'll save me in a little bit. As you can see, if we go down to Yellow's town, he's got a Farseer, and that's about it. He's just quick tech into those Torrens. And I'm starting off with the Farseer too. I either like to go, usually in 4 vs 4, I like to go Farseer and a Torrent Chieftain for the Endurance Aura. But lately I've been going to Blade Master. Blade Master is pretty fun too, and the mirror images really help in battles, especially if the armies start to focus on your Blade Master. You can just do mirror image, and then it's so chaotic that they can't really, like in 1 vs 1, they could probably pick up pretty quickly on which is the real Blade Master. But it's so chaotic 4 vs 4 that anytime he's in trouble, you use mirror images and he'll be okay. So right now I got 3 grunts. I'm popping out a 4th one. Here's my Farseer, and Orange and I are going to go creep these, the Rock Golem and the Troll Berserker. This map is, it's a pretty decent map. The creeps are kind of boring, I think. And here we're just creeping the Goblin Laboratory, which is pretty much useful for if you want to. There's enclosed areas, enclosed mines on this map, and you need to use either siege to get to them, or you buy one of the Zeppelins, Goblin Zeppelins, and drop yourself in there and clear them out. So, looks like Orange is being kind of slow about getting troops out too. Too many Moonwells and not enough troops, in my opinion, but. And I'm just creeping some more, just trying to stay busy. And at this point, I have my 4 grunts, so I think it's time for me to start teching to Witch Doctors. So I'm building sometimes I build a watchtower, sometimes I don't. In this case, it's because I'm on the edge, and that's the places that most get rushed. I decided to build a couple watchtowers out in the beginning, and I send the spirit wolves out just to scout, just on the case that they're rushing. And also, I have a headhunter playing out, coming. And as you can see, my spirit wolves running across the map come upon their armies. Just happen to, so that's a little bit of luck. I see that they're rushing. So I send a peon to the orc barrow there. Put my army in the back of the base, which is always good when someone's rushing, especially in 4 vs 4. Put your army into the back of your base until the other teams teleport, because otherwise you'll be fighting 1 vs 4 for whatever 5 seconds till everybody gets there, and you could get slaughtered, and then basically it's 4 on 3. So it's always best to fight together in 4 vs 4. And I start another watchtower because I know they're coming. Just pray that maybe it'll finish. Maybe not at the start of the battle, but by the time it gets going, maybe it'll finish. They'll help me out. And I see they're approaching, so I get kind of close. And they don't like what they see in my town, which is very smart. Here comes red. Notice yellow. All the yellow brings is the Farseer, and all orange brings is 3 Huntresses. And this is probably a mistake right here. It's good to chase, but we engage outside of our town. We don't have superior numbers. The only good thing is, if you notice blue, the enemy, he's sitting down south with his 4 footmen. But as you can see, it's pretty chaotic here. I think we're actually doing pretty good for a while until the blue comes up with his footmen and gets into red's archers, which gets slaughtered. They're mainly there for support. And if the archers aren't in the back, if they're in the midst of the battle, you know it's over with. So actually, I flee a little bit early, seeing that, I don't want to